just wanted to start by taking it back to 1990 and first landing the role of Death. Just, do you remember what they were looking for and maybe some of the hoops you had to go through to land it? Because I know it was kind of an interesting process for you.
It was. They were looking. I think they were looking for somebody older, first of all, because you're casting the Grim Reaper. He's like 1,000 years old, or 10,000 years old. And I know they were thinking about people like Christopher Lee, but he's also funny. So, and then I believe they were talking to Christopher Lloyd, who could play that crazy guy. He would have been great in it too. But I came in and put myself on tape for the casting people. And I did this Czechoslovakian accent, was like that. And then I left. And I didn't hear anything for like 3 weeks. And I thought, oh, that didn't work out. And then I got a frantic phone call from Karen Ray, the casting director. And she said, Bill, they want you to, I need you to come back, do the audition again, but you have to go to a Halloween store and get some gray and put it in your hair and black out your teeth or something because they think you're too young and too pretty.
Which is nice to hear, but
which is lovely. Any other day I would have said, yeah, I'm young and pretty. Hello. But so I thought, that's gonna look like crap. So I called the makeup artist from Die Hard 2, which I had just done, Scott Edo. And I told him my problem. And he said, well, come on over to my house. The morning of the audition, I went to his place in Marina del Rey, and he made me look like a believable 70-year-old guy, just pretty much like this.
Right. How you look now?
No, it's not how I look now. No, I actually look better now than he made.
Good.
And I got in my car and drove from his house to the audition. And I did the audition again. And got the job. And as what Karen Ray, the casting woman, told me after the audition, she said, as I left, one of the producers said, he looks a lot older in person. so the makeup that Scott Edo had done worked. And then of course, when we went to film it, the makeup was completely different. It was just white, bony white looking. Age didn't really matter. But I just had a ball doing such a big, full character, and I got getting a chance to be funny for the first time, because my career in Hollywood up to that point had been one grisly evildoer after another.
Yeah. Which
I'm not complaining, if
pays the bills, but
it pays the bills, and but funny's always been close to my heart. I've always enjoyed playing in that sandbox, and so I was really grateful that Bogus Journey came along, and surprised that it took so long to come back.
And now, as you get older, what have the fans been like over the years? Do they want to try and beat you at board games on the street, or do they want to rap with you? What is that like?
Everybody wants to have a brush with death
that they can get away from.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. It's a weird thing. People don't recognize. Well, they didn't years ago. People didn't recognize. The movie opened and it did what it did in the theaters, and then it disappeared. And in those days, I guess it came out on video, but that was it. There was no. and under the 3 hours of makeup, nobody recognized me on the street.
Yeah.
Cops would occasionally recognize. I had couple of cops say, "Grim Reaper, Bogus Journey." I was like, whoa, because they're good. Because they're really good with faces,
facial recognition.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know him from. I used to get that from after Die Hard 2 came out. I would get stopped. In airports by the security guys because they knew me from somewhere, but they didn't know where they knew me from.
and knew they should be concerned.
And they knew they should be concerned. I went to, that happened with the Secret Service guys. I went to Clinton's second inaugural.
Yeah.
My wife and I were dancing. We're out on the dance floor in tuxedo, and we're at the Latin ball, right? And all of a sudden, I'm surrounded by Secret Service guys, and they're like, one of them came over to me and said, "Mr. Sadler?" I said, "Yes." They said, and they went, "Have a good evening." I was like, whew. They knew the face. Yeah. They didn't know where they knew it from, but it wasn't good. And Clinton was about to arrive like in 15 minutes. And
they had to be sure.
They were like, "No, it's all right. He's an actor."
And now I know your daughter, she made a cameo in Bogus Journey. Is that something she's come to appreciate over time?
She was.
I'm sure she doesn't remember it happening.
I think she was
looking back,
3 or 4 or something. My wife. That's my wife as well.
Right.
That little English family that dances. Yeah. It's great fun. She's got kids of her own now. I'm a grandpa. They haven't seen the movie yet.
Really?
I have 2 grandkids. One is 4 and one is 1.
Okay.
So they
got some time then.
Yeah, but that's going to be fun. I remember when I did Bogus Journey, I asked the producers if I could be in the movie somewhere, make a cameo without all the makeup, because and that's what they came up with, was be the little English family.